Hello, friends. Welcome to my channel, Living Well with Dr. Michelle. We are here to talk about the spirit of your liver. So, how do we heal the spirit of the liver? And I love this image. This is the liver, the gallbladder, and as you can see, the spleen, the pancreas, the small intestine. So it's a whole system that you can just see right here. All must be working together harmoniously. And you might be thinking, spirit of the liver, what do you mean by that? Well, today I hope you will learn what are the emotional, spiritual aspects of your liver meridian or liver channel that comes from acupuncture medicine. So, and along the way here, you know, ask yourself, do you exhibit the signs of a liver constitution that we will go over? And you will learn what are the causes, what are some healthy habits that can help, what foods are there to support the liver with a healthy lifestyle, and an essential oil recipe that will support you. And so plan for good health. Of course, I must give the general disclaimer this course methods, products, or essential oils have not been evaluated by the FDA. The products and methods recommended are not intended to treat, diagnose, cure, prevent illness, or disease. So, welcome. And the liver is more than physical. And this information that I'm presenting today are suggestions that come directly from my book. It's all about your gut. A healthy gut is a healthy body. A balanced acupuncture medicine approach to restoring health and overcoming common digestive disorders and with natural remedies. So we can learn powerful ways to use essential oils and food therapies to heal Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, irritable bowel, GERD, and more. So keep your liver healthy, both nutritionally and spiritually. A little about me. Hey, I'm Dr. Michelle Arnold. I'm a doctor of acupuncture and herbal medicine. I have over 20 years of clinical experience, and I'm an author and holistic health educator. Keep in mind, healing, and don't have expectations that are just not real. For the best results, give your body at least 3 months. Why? Because if you see this image here, expectation of healing time, I mean, different tissue in your body has different times to regenerate, to heal, like tendons and muscles. There's, on the average, it can be 6 weeks or 3 to 6 months. So, in a life cycle of a red blood cell is 120 days, 4 months. So, it will take that time to totally cleanse your blood and also to adapt to new, healthier habits and lifestyles. So, developing a morning routine, the best times are 6 to 8:30 a.m. and it's probably one of the most important, the morning and evening routines. Here is an image of 5-element theory from acupuncture medicine. And the elements in nature, there is a correspondence within our body of how things work. And the liver is considered a wood element. So wood here is the liver and gallbladder. And we have energies from the liver that also sends information to our pineal gland, tendons and ligaments. It has to do with cholesterol, our central nervous system, the emotion of anger, and patterns of disharmonies here that you see on the side. These are general patterns that we commonly see in the acupuncture clinic. And liver and spleen disharmony and chi stagnation is number 7 here, is one of the most common. So this liver, the responsibilities that You may not realize the liver is responsible for digestion and metabolism. Also, in acupuncture medicine, gynecology and infertility, breast health, pain like fibromyalgia, mental and emotional health, and headaches and migraines. So, the spirit of the liver in harmony. A liver or wood type person, they are creative, innovative, they're organized, they're great planners, they know direction, they give direction, they have a vision of potential with determination to achieve goals. They can be flexible and adapt to circumstances, so they're able to assert themselves and they are true to oneself. So, assertion and having motivation, this can generate anger when things aren't achieved or when out of harmony. And anger and being motivated and having assertion, now these things should come and go, and then return to a neutral emotion or a neutral position. So constitutional signs and symptoms of a wood person or wood personality would be somebody who's either they're really assertive, but maybe they're prone to anger, and this can be synergistic and responsive, and we want to have generation of resolution. So they are prone, when out of balance, to being irritable, impatient, or moody. The emotions can become repressed, and then you feel frustrated. So anger is the root. The repressed emotions becomes that of anger, and they respond poorly to stressful situations when out of balance. The liver keeps the energy of qi flowing and blood like throughout the body. That is because, let's just look at how it's connected to all the organs in our body. The liver is connected to the pericardium. The pericardium, is that thick fibrous tissue surrounding the heart, and it's electrical. And they are paired like as if they're one meridian in acupuncture. And so the pericardium and the liver are connected via the vena cava. And the liver is linked to every digestive organ by way of this liver portal venous system. And it is linked to the esophagus, to the stomach and pancreas through ligaments. And ligaments are like ropes. So you tug on one, right? It can tug on the next organ. So the liver cleanses the blood directly from the gut, bypassing the heart. It keeps the peritoneum free of fluids. It is responsible for chemical breakdown. It stores blood. It regulates the patency of blood flow and menstruation. Blood stored in the liver is released during exercise. So muscle cramps, these often occur, if there's not enough blood. It makes the fats, proteins, cholesterol, and bile and clotting factors suspended in the blood. So there's an attitude that corresponds with the wood, we'll just say wood person. And an attitude, having like something that would impede the free flow of energy, would affect your immune system. So it would obstruct that free flow of chi energy. So often we see the attitude of a feeling of separation between yourself and others, like you're special, you're isolated, like there's an arrogance, a self-importance. It's the inability to accept the world as it is, like your world and how you want it. There's a stubborn belief that it should be as you see it. You may have too many desires, resentments, frustrations, anger, or contempt for others. And this damages the liver antigen deactivating capacity of the immune system. So develop an attitude of non-separation. This would involve forgiveness, unconditional gratitude for everything that happens in your life, having faith and courage. And this will strengthen your immune system and repair that antigen activation activity of the liver, which is part of the, allergy response. We can have different types of liver patterns. Excessive, showing excessive or inappropriate anger, rage, aggression, frustration, irritation, tension, being overly controlling, inflexible, disorganized, plans become erratic, or manic depressiveness. Or deficient, like it's the opposite of excess. A person becomes too passive. Feelings of resignation, guilt, self-blame, loss of feeling of purpose or motivation, pessimism, loss of vitality, despair, depression. The mind becomes more scattered and you can't think clearly when enraged. Um, they're excessively angry, but it's repressed, or not angry at all when they should be. Like they just want to avoid that anger. So that's where it's becoming repressed because it's really there but unconscious, right? Subconsciously. um, and with the gallbladder, that paired organ with the liver, there's timidness, nervousness, feeling easily scared and startled, and lack of courage and lack of initiative. There can be like windy movement in the body, movement that which is generates movement. So it produces change and urgency. It's usually accompanied by a chronic like disharmony. So there are symptoms like dizziness, ringing in the ear, the tinnitus, numbness of the limbs, tremors, convulsions. These are neurological conditions that move around like wind. They're tics and tremors, epilepsy, shaking, urticaria, the rashes on the skin, problems of electrical energy. So there's abnormal movement of electricity energy. So we call that wind. And then there's wind from the outside, exogenous wind. So that is like an external pathogen, like viruses and bacteria, fungi. They invade the body along with energies of coldness, heat, dampness. Damp is fluid and humidity, or dryness, as in an external wind, like infectious or contagious diseases. The histamine and liver. So the wind is associated with liver because that is a manifestation of an element that manifests in the body, like I was just explaining, the tics and tremors. And chemicals accumulate from a sluggish liver because it just cannot keep up. The histamine is a hormone of irritability. So it's that itch you just can't scratch. So the liver needs to metabolize chemicals faster, as there may be an injury to this blood-brain barrier in the brain, and substances are leaking into the brain, which normally they should not. It's really a condition of the blood and not the brain. So histamine damages this blood-brain barrier, BBB, and when healthy, it doesn't cross the blood to the neurons in the brain. So the liver failure causes these buildup of toxins, and you can see brain sickness, encephalopathic brain sickness, effectively treated with antihistamines. So there is a predilection towards seizures. The liver and the blood, the spirit of the liver, it's called the Hun, urethral soul in acupuncture medicine. It resides in the blood since the liver stores the blood. And liver problems, they directly influence your mood. So the functional activities are influenced by these diurnal and lunar cycles where the liver metabolic processes are inhibited at night and reactivated in the morning by daylight. So this is mediated by melatonin produced by the pineal glands, conversion of serotonin. So overproduction of melatonin or low tryptophan diets, that depresses the serotonin levels, and you get depression, moodiness, seasonal depression, poor concentration, mental fatigue, PMS, a craving for carbs, obesity, low libido, chronic pain, and these all may be worse during winter with less sunlight. So the liver dominates the eyes where sunlight travels. So sunlight travels through the eyes to the pineal gland, and the pineal gland bases internal clock on the incident of light. So melatonin has both diurnal and lunar cycles. So this triggers such hormones as luteinizing hormone, releasing hormone from the hypothalamus. Pineal functions as the commander in chief of the endocrine system. So it's a regulator of the other regulators, like the LH, the prolactin, growth hormone, FSH, TSH, and ACTH. So therefore, the liver is the governor of all the organ meridians. So signs and symptoms. So when the liver is congested, sluggish, we say chi stagnation. You can have physically now feelings of tightness, discomfort, bloating in the stomach. And this is even if your liver tests and enzymes, you have those tested, and even if things come out normal and within the normal range, but you're having these symptoms, this is chi stagnation. So feeling of tightness, discomfort, bloating in the stomach or that rib cage area. These problems can come and go, vary in intensity and in frequency and location, and they become worse with stress or emotional upset. So things are kind of more irregular. Sometimes certain foods help, sometimes they aggravate. Women, they may experience irregular menstruation, breast lumps, PMS, breast fullness, distension, infertility, or menopause symptoms. Men, prostate problems, anger and aggression. So health problems generally will have no clinical findings, and test results indicate there's no pathology of tissue. But there still is the diagnosis of chi stagnation. And then the liver affects digestion. We see frequent bowel movements. The stool can be pellet shaped. You can have loose stools or diarrhea. There can be constipation. It can be alternating between the two. Feeling of an incomplete evacuation, like you're just not done going. Gosh, why can't, I'm going, and then at the end, it just gets stuck. The stool doesn't completely evacuate. You can feel nausea, have belching, and acid reflux. What are the causes? One of the main causes of liver chi stagnation is from those repressed emotions, shallow breathing, eating poor quality foods, a lot of polyunsaturated oils like your corn oils, safflower oils, vegetable oils, fatty, greasy foods that are too spicy, refined white sugar, alcohol, synthetic chemicals, and drugs. It all slows the chi energy movements. Develop some habits that help. So the best thing for a congested liver is to eat less, get plenty of exercise outdoors, take in things that are green via imagery, eating green foods, using your eyes, slow down your lifestyle, meditation, develop new healthier habits and new healthier ways of being. Some food therapy. And of course, all of these are in my books, Ancient Healing for Modern People, and it's all about your gut. You can find these books on Amazon and also lulu.com/shop. So Ancient Healing for Modern People, or It's All About Your Gut. So bitter greens, alfalfa, collards, daikon radish, cabbage, kale, bitter herbs like dandelion, milk thistle, chai hu, which is bupleurum, herbs, spearmint, peppermint, oregano, basil, chamomile, spices, black pepper, ginger, cayenne, garlic, leeks, onion, cinnamon, grains and starchy vegetables, basmati rice, quinoa, wild rice, buckwheat, rye, corn, barley, and sprouts. Non-starchy veggies, mushrooms, carrots, zucchini, seaweeds, olives, radishes, and cilantro. Fruits, citrus peel, grapefruit, apples, and avocado. Legumes, black beans, kidney beans, nuts, seeds, and oils, olive oil, pumpkin seeds, walnuts, toasted sesame seeds. Proteins, goat's milk, eggs, fish, herring, fowl, royal jelly, quinoa, and rabbit. Sweets, eat sparingly, but there are some benefits to honey, licorice root, stevia, unrefined cane sugar, maple syrup, molasses, and rice syrup. So example here would be a chicken stir fry with some miso sauce using kidney beans or white beans, cannellini beans, kale, carrots, and walnuts. Sip a cup of hot broth with dinner. Try that out. Bone broth, chicken broth, or a side salad with sliced radishes and cilantro. And again, I believe a side salad is the appropriate size of raw veggies. Sip hot peppermint tea after your dinner. Go for a brisk walk after a meal. Skip dessert or enjoy, like a warmed fruit, like warmed apples with cinnamon and nutmeg. Here are some examples of essential oils to soothe the liver and boost your spleen pancreas energy. So you can use these topically on your upper shoulders, your neck, over your rib cage, the instep of your foot. And you can dilute essential oils with a carrier oil like a coconut or almond oil. Try 2 peppermint drops, marjoram 2 drops, and lavender 2 drops. And I'll have to say, this is my favorite blend for releasing tension of the muscles and liver qi stagnation. So just drop a few of these oils into your palm, add a little bit of that coconut oil, and rub your palms together and just apply and enjoy. Herbal remedies that your acupuncturist may prescribe would be one called Free and Easy Wanderer or Rambling Powder. In Chinese pinyin, it is Xiaoyao Wan. There's cinnamon twig and jade windscreen, and they can be easily modified for your individual needs. Bao Wan, that is one for digestive functions, and it also helps with cholesterol because it has hawthorn berry in it. Or Chai Hu Langu Muli Tong, and this one is really good for those aggressive, angry people, trouble sleeping. There is oyster shell in that Chai Hu Langu Muli Tong, and so it's really kind of tranquilizing, sedating. It's good for sleep. It's great for somebody who, is aggressive and angry. And then Gutong is Ankaria, and that one is good for those windy types of symptoms that I was talking about and high blood pressure. Acupressure and sound healing. So regular acupuncture treatments, and then your own homework just enhances the the treatment. So using acupressure, tuning fork healing, and I do have my chakra series class where you can follow along, sort of like a yoga class, because you will do more and learn more about the body, mind, and spirit, on my Living Well with Dr. Michelle channel and my podcast and my chakra series, because it's things that I, can't teach you during a treatment. It's just, there's not enough time. And so it goes beyond that. And self-care and self-treatment is really important. And tuning fork healing, we do that in the chakra series. So you can definitely sign up there. It's on a local. So you get a locals account, locals.com, sign up on my channel there. And some things are free and some things are paid. And my book, of course, has a lot of this information. So you can get my book. It's all about your gut. A healthy gut's a healthy body. You can buy it paperback from Amazon or lulu.com. That's www.lulu.com/shop, and just enter It's All About Your Gut. And Dr. Michelle Arnold Pirtle is the name that the author name there that I use. And then my live streaming chakra series class. So subscribe to the Living Well with Dr. Michelle on Locals and enjoy some video tutorials for different body systems, podcasts. Have the ability to ask questions to me as your mentor, your health coach. These things keep you engaged and proactive. Be a part of community interactions. So calm the overwhelm by having a coach. Join the movement, Living Well with drmichelle.locals.com. And also I have other pre-recorded courses on my wellwithdrmichelle.com website. So I have a holistic health channel. And then, of course, if you are local in Poway, California, that's North County, San Diego, see me at Acupuncture Center, Inc. And we will do some acupuncture and tuning fork acupuncture. So join to ask my Facebook group, Healing Body, Mind, Spirit. Please share this channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and thank you very much for watching.